Knicks, Marcus Morris Sr., were ejected for instigating a fight. Payton was assessed a flagrant 2, which also gets you an automatic ejection. And then after the game, Morris probably went a little far. Morris called Crowder unprofessional and said he has a lot of female tendencies on the court, flopping and throwing his head back for the entire game. It's a man's game, and you just get tired of it. We'll get to hear that sound. He later apologized for it as well, but somewhat ugly at the end of that game, and that is what's trending.
What's Trending is brought to you by Redbox. Redbox has the newest movies fresh from the theater for under $2 a night. Head to the box or stream on demand.
All right, Gold and Wingo here with you, presented by Progressive Insurance. All phone guests will join us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Mike, you said it. We have the audio of Marcus Morris saying these things that are just ridiculous, and thankfully, very quickly, he realized how ridiculous it was. So first of all, let's hear the first thing that Marcus Morris said after the game.
I don't think it's a build-up, man. I think dude is just, he played the game a different way. Like, he just a lot of female tendencies on the court, flopping and throwing his head back the entire game. And like I said, man, it's a man's game, and you just get tired of it, man. And then, obviously, at the end, I was very unprofessional. They win in the game. It's a good team. And, he does stuff like that, man. No, the steal was cool. You got the steal. It is what it is. But when you step back and shoot a 3, you know what I'm saying, and try to low-key, rub it in that they're winning, it's just unprofessional, man. It's soft. His game is soft. He's soft. It's just, it's just how he carried it, man. And, it's just very women-like.
You can say whatever you want about the play, but to inject gender into there, there's just no reason for it, and there's no way that it's just a stupid thing to say.
Well, it is. It was dumb. He realized it was dumb. Said caught up in the emotion in the moment, and said something he shouldn't have said, and he apologized for it. So I'm glad he recognized that right away and did that. And here we go again with another end of the game type of situation where a team has it wrapped up and they add on a little bit, and the other team gets a little mad about it. And this is where Twitter will blow up and say, don't we teach our kids to play the game till the end of the game? You teach them to play all the way. I heard so much of that after the Kansas State thing.
It's just stupid.
You teach them to play to the
Then why was Bruce Weber, the Kansas State head coach, telling his players to back down?
We all know it's ridiculous. Yeah. We all know that athletes understand that when a game is over, the game is over. We use the kneeling in football an awful lot. If those people that are tweeting that feel that same way, that means no matter what, if you're kneeling down, you should blow through their knees and get after them. So it's a ridiculous thought. At this level, when the game is over, the game is over. But, as we know, sometimes there's relationships where people don't like other people and they take advantage of a situation, and then some tempers flare.
Yeah, I was going to say, especially when you're dealing with one of the Morris twins, you get what you ask for sometimes. You go around and you mess with the wrong people. We always said you got to know the guys who to mess and not to mess with, and you find out the hard way.
Here's the deal. At the end of the day, your analogy about the Kansas State-Kansas match, Kansas game was absolutely correct. You can say what you want about the push and whether or not it should have happened, but Crowder lit the match by doing what he did. As Geno Smith said, again, we go back to the game when Baylor ended the UConn women's 90-something game home winning streak, and they were fouling, and he said, "Why are you fouling when we're down 16 with a minute to play? There's not a 17-point play in the bag." Yeah. So, as Herm Edwards likes to say, know when the journey is over.
Well, this was an instance where it was the other direction, and Crowder's team was winning.
Was winning. By the way,
exactly right.
Like I say, yes, but this is the other instance where Crowder's team is winning.
But either way, I mean, but the point is, either way, be respectful and know what the situation is.
Well, I guess that's the thing. It's less of being like a lame behavior, more rubbing somebody's nose in it, which we know is definitely going to get people out of joint. I am always amazed because football, and let's not say basketball is not a physical game, but we know football is such a violent game.
Basketball is a contact sport. Football is a collision sport.
Yeah,
best way to say it.
Yeah, so you do all that stuff and you say all that stuff, and when tempers flare in football, you get it because we're running into each other all the time. I'm always amazed by what ends up being perceived as a slight like this at the end of these games when you've got someone who goes for a layup with too much time left or scores in a certain way. There are very clear lines that I don't really understand that I'm always amazed draw such a strong reaction on the court.
Well, do you have a problem with what Crowder did, though? Shooting that 3 at the end when you're up 124, 106 with a few seconds left?
Yeah, listen, with a few seconds left, it's kind of lame. I don't know why, for me, that doesn't resonate quite as much as, going and stealing the ball from someone in those instances when it's live. We're out there all right, if someone shoots the ball, who really cares? I guess we're supposed to dribble it out, and that's probably the smart thing to do. But for whatever reason, it doesn't resonate with me trying to be that dude that's playing way too hard at defense in a pickup game at the end of it.
Yeah, I just think that's unnecessary.
Right.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app and live streaming sports and premium content. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.